Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Mad Trippin'. Tonight is our 8th night in search of the elusive 2023 Halloween decor. Not gonna be too elusive tonight. We're going back to some of my favorite houses that decorate for the Halloween season. Today is Sunday, October 22nd, 2023. It is 6:02 p.m. and 92 degrees. The temperature is dropping a little bit. Are you ready? Let's start tripping. Tonight, the two houses that we're going to see are off of 19th Avenue and just south of Union Hills, north of Bell Road on the east-hand side of 19th Avenue. It's actually Villa Maria, and how you get here is you take 19th Avenue north, take a right on Michigan. That's just right before you get to Union Hills heading north on 19th Avenue. Once you turn a right on Michigan Avenue, you're going to make the first left that you come to, and it's pretty quick once you make that right, so have your blinker ready to go in case there's somebody behind you. Then you're going to make a left onto 18th Drive and then pull right up here. I believe it's your first right you're going to make going into Villa Maria. All right, I'm heading over to the neighborhood right now, but first we're going to stop by Barrow's Pizza and pick up a couple of pizzas for the people that did such wonderful decorations. All right, Mad Troopers, we are here on the street. I already delivered the pizza, so we're going to go take a look at two of my favorite houses that decorate for Halloween. Let's just jump right into it and take a look. Let's start with Dee's house over here. Look at this. They have gone to the extreme this year. It is absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite new things is the ET up there on the roof. We'll get a closer look at it. We're going to be able to, they've invited us to go in the yard and take a look at it. You definitely don't want to go in people's yards unless you are invited. So let's just make a note of that real quick. These are not open yard areas for you to walk in, but you can see it's a Sunday night. There's still a crowd out here checking out both houses. They said last night it got a little packed. Cars going up and down the street, people walking up and down, taking a look at all the Halloween decorations. And how can you not look at that beautiful, eerie glow turning down the street down there when I came in, making that right-hand turn down to Villa Maria. You see that eerily glow from this house and this house over here. And she's using her own fog juice that she made herself. And look at this, people are still out in the streets. You can see down here that people are parked, getting out of their cars. There's another house down there that has some setups. Those were the eerie clowns that we saw the other night. But there are definitely people parked on both sides of the road, and this is awesome. I love when people come out and do this. I love when neighbors do this. This is a free show to come and take your kids out. If you live in this neighborhood, I'd be taking my kids for a walk every night to come check this out, especially the 2 weeks before Halloween. But look how that fog gets in the road like that coming from the two houses. This is just too cool. Let's go take a look at all the decorations here. I will show you their Instagram signs and stuff like that so you can check them out on Instagram and Facebook or wherever they're posted. Isn't this just too cool? Check that out. They have that beautiful tower pumpkin right there. That was new from the Home Depot. That is so cool looking. Here's one of my favorite ones right here. Let's see if I can get a close up. How awesome is that? E.T. and Elliot right there on his bicycle, riding E.T. in the basket. That is just too cool, too creative. I absolutely freaking love it. There's the Scooby trees. They're not actually called Scooby trees, just so you know. I just like to call them that. It sings a song. I didn't know that. Or they have their own music hooked up to it, one or the other. Look at that giant, this thing is a behemoth right there. That giant zombie skeleton pulling the gravestone back and forth. Look at that, holding that lantern. I'm a fan of lanterns, that is too cool. They have a bunch of gravestones in the yard to fill it out. All the lighting, that's what I really am impressed with these two houses. Look, you can see it over there. But that's my biggest love of these two houses is how well lit everything is. And you want to keep it kind of spooky, so you don't want it too bright. They did it just perfect with this purple lighting like that. That's one of my favorite ones, the wizard right there from years past. Again, they put gravestones in the yard to fill it out. Come down the street, the fences are all lit up, the borders are all lit up. Plenty of animatronics throughout the yard. Here is the wizard, check him out. He's one of my favorite ones, again, from the years past. But my gosh, look at the size of that zombie skeleton right there. He is massive and very cool looking. Some well detailed gravestones throughout the yard. That is incredible. Some skulls everywhere. Just amongst all these great attractions, the little details throughout the yard make it so special. It is very cool. Look at this zombie guy right here. He is just going at it. I love those glowing yellow eyes. Here's another good one right here. The troll pulls the head out of the basket here. How cool. I love it. See, they put these purple lightings on. Can't see them from the street, but they shine right down on them there. It gives off a beautiful golden glow. Got the gravestones glowing in the dark. Look at that. That is too cool. Be careful on this fence. It is made of PVC pipe, so you don't want to lean on it. Cool gravestones throughout. Look at that ghost right there. The wolf man. I like the way they made his chain glow like a doll right here with the head in the bag, I believe. big glowing wolfman. Look at this grave right here. Ah, fantastic is that grave with the ghost behind it. I mean, what a perfect placement for that type of a ghost right there, like it's coming out of the grave. Very cool. This is one of the ones that we saw at Spirit Halloween this year. It is definitely one of the top 10 that they had at Spirit. Check it out. It's the Phantom, what do you want to call him, Death or whatever right there, the skeleton, the Grim Reaper. And he's got that body that he covers up with his hand here. I think he covers it up shortly. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that is too cool looking. And then eventually he does his big reveal. Too cool. Now again, this is something that they're doing out of the goodness of their heart. So please, just a little bit of reminder, please do not touch the decorations. Thank you. It takes time and money to put these things in place. Don't lean on the fence. It's made of PVC pipe. You want to be respectful while you're out here. It was nice of them to do this for everybody. So let's be respectful of other people's stuff while we're out here. Check this out. Let's see if I can widen it out here. Look at this beautiful asylum entry here. Is this the one from Lowe's? I don't know for sure if it is or not. Kind of looks like it. How cool is that? Halloween Manor. It says right there in the gate lettering there, right above that skeleton hanging down. Very cool. Okay, so not only do we have this scarecrow here and the doll over here, we have this little doll here that turns around. Check her out. Definitely creepy looking, huh? Oh, and then right here, this is the one that my brother got for me this year, the girl that rips the teddy bear's head off. I do believe that was also from Home Depot. She is definitely spooky looking. Look at that skeleton there hanging over the gravestone. I love it. This is a creepy doll right here. Look, her legs move. How cool is that? She's sitting on top of a gravestone. Her legs are moving. She's holding her teddy bear. And she doesn't look dead or anything, but she still looks creepy. That's going to be one of my favorite ones right there. We're going to go in the yard and take a look at that one. That is the Witch's Cauldron. I love the way they did that. Look how they put, not only does a fog come out of it, but they have a beautiful, I'm guessing some type of a laser light in there that changes colors. That is too cool, with the skeleton trying to get out, but he didn't make it. Then right here we have the big old bat. Now his wings do fold in, and then he eventually jumps out, jumps his wings up at you. So I'm thinking motion does it. There she goes. A little bit of motion. Don't need to touch him to get it to work. That is too cool. Oh, and again, they have a crowd out here. A crowd just walked by me, so I was kind of waiting for them to walk by so I could do some filming. But you can see on the other side of the road, people walking down. Cars are going by slow. Kids are riding their scooters and bikes through the fog. It looks pretty cool. Absolutely love it. Very festive atmosphere out here in this neighborhood. So glad that they did this for everyone. More gravestones, plenty to read, but that witch is just awesome. But look at the guy hanging in the tree here in the cage. Absolutely love it. They have another Scooby tree back there. I know that's not the name of the tree. Again, that's just what I like to call it. And you can see those hands on the garage from the projection of the zombies trying to get out. That is too cool. Oh, look at this big one here. She is definitely creepy looking. Can't remember what store I saw her in, but she is very cool looking. This one is very cool right here. A light up sign. Then you have the little guy down here that he's going to jump out and scare the crap out of you. You know it's coming. Little kid going by with a scooter. There he goes.
Here I come.
Oh, man, this is a good one. It has a couple of motors inside him right there. One in the arm, one in the mouth, one in the neck area to move his neck around. Glowing eyes. Oh, look at how they light up. Look at that. Beautiful pumpkin here. Check him out. And right up here, I like this. Look at this skull. Instead of the jawbone, it's two arms coming down to be the bottom part of the jaw. And they have another one of the pumpkins right here. They look so cool in that lighting. And I love that they do this. They put out some treats for their delivery drivers. Of course, you can't put out chocolate because it'll melt in the heat. So they put out some nice snacks for the delivery drivers. All right, my trippers, you can see it's 7 o'clock at night and there are still people coming down. They said they had them till 11 o'clock last night and the street was packed. But you can see that there are still cars coming up and down the road. There are still people walking around. And those fog machines, like I said, she's making her own juice. And it is definitely putting on a thicker, cleaner smelling layer. across the street here. Has some very cool animatronics up here this year, but I love the way that they did their fencing here. The purple and the orange lights blends right into the neighbor's house right there. Looks fantastically cool. Look at this phantom that they have here that'll eventually pop up at you. Got a couple animatronics in the yard. I love these LED lights here that are on stands. Those are pretty cool. Check this out, this entrance. I love a good entrance, and look at this. A couple little spiders, the guy that jumps out at you. So it's right next to the House of the Dead. Plenty of animatronics in the yard. I love this crow-looking guy right here in the front. And they got a scarecrow and the clapping monkey. That beautiful inflated entrance right there. And a couple more animatronics here on the side.
Hopefully you realize you are human. Let me show you the way.
All right, we saw Dee's house. Make sure you check him out on Instagram. We saw the next door neighbor's house right across the street. Now we're going to the house that they do their Halloween decorations with, the House of the Dead here. And this is absolutely fantastic. Let's go check this out. Made his own pillars right here with the blinking lights on there. The skeletons up on top. The demon skeletons got this beautiful front gate here all chained off. If you remember last year, this was the Hawkins house. This year it's the House of the Dead. Look at that big demon there on the top of the house. How cool is that? That's where Eddie was playing the guitar. Love the way they put the skeletons around the sign like that. Look at this beautiful front entryway here. The way they did these pillars on this fence here. And they did their own pillars. How cool is that? Their own fencing too. This isn't a normal fence that's always here. They put this fence up here. They got one of these skeletons over here, makes it look like he's moving the fence. All types of animatronics, a TV out here for like poltergeist. There are so many decorations in this yard to go see. We're gonna have to go through them one by one here. Come on down and check them out. Halloween night. I wish I could be here. If I get one of those Halloween nights where it's just real slow for me, then I'm gonna do it. Right now, I'm gonna check out. This is my last house to check out on this street for the night. We're gonna check out the House of the Dead here. What a beautiful, look at that deer. I gotta get a close up of that demon up there. They got flying bats. It's absolutely fearfully fantastic out here right now. Love that demon on the top of the roof. Detail he put into it. They're actually, both houses are still out here working tonight. Now he's making an exorcist bed that he's having a little bit of trouble with the computer board for the air pressure there. It just stays on and won't do it immediately. So he's working on that. But hopefully they just call it the night and take a break, because they've put in a lot of hard work on these decorations out here, and they deserve some relaxation time. Look at that big one. We're gonna get that big guy to move. Right now I'm waiting for the crowds to clear down a little bit before I walk in his yard. I don't want to walk in the yard and let other people think that it's okay to do that. They gave me permission. Please don't walk in people's yards when they set up these decorations. There's wires that you can trip over, decorations you can knock down. I mean, letting me in their yard is taking me a big chance, because I'm such a clumsy idiot anyways, and that's where knowing where the wires are and being on the lookout for them. So just, if you're going to come out here and check this stuff out, be respectful of other people's stuff and enjoy it, and let other people enjoy it. But you can still see there are people out there. Are still people pulling up. Cars are pulling up to come check it out. And how can you not? The House of the Dead. Oh, look at that. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He's getting ready to rip somebody up on that bed. I got to go check this out. Get a little closer. Let's go. Look at that. Oh, Leatherface has got somebody on the table. Okay, it says, do not push or pull on fence. That is very wise. Please do not do that. Oh, look at that. He's got them all cut up. Leatherface. That is very cool. Look at those bats flying right there. We'll get a close-up of the demon on the roof, but we're going to start here with Leatherface and Pennywise and move on down over. Look at the skeletons on there. Over here is the Night of the Living Dead area. Oh, and look at that giant size skeleton from Home Depot that they turned into a Freddy Krueger doll. That is absolutely fantastic. The Night of the Living Dead is perfect. All the skeletons coming up in the yard like that with Pennywise there in the corner. Very cool. That's a lot of work right there that they put into this. Oh, Leatherface, they're going crazy on us. So you can tag their home on TikTok at 707 Hot Sauce 707 or on Instagram at 707 Hot Sauce 707. This was that toy box we saw. I think this was at Lowe's. Look at this guy. Look at him going crazy. And you got the toy box here, and they jump out at you. I don't know if that one has a switch or not. This is one of my favorites right here. We have this at home. Oh, there she is. She popped out. She came out of her hiding hole there. That is a very cool animatronic. I like that. Got Freddy Krueger though. That Freddy Krueger is fantastic. Look at him. Plenty of animals. Oh, plenty of. I like the way they put the animatronics up towards the fence like this to really give the kids a good scare. The perimeter is well lit. You can see everything clearly. Look at this guy. Oh yeah, he's new. I don't remember seeing him before. Unless they just dressed him up a little bit differently, but if they did, he looks very cool. They do a lot of their own touch-up work on this stuff here. He got me a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. All right, there's the girl with the head and bag. Oh, look, they put their own paint on there to make it glow.
Mommy lets me do
That's one of my favorite animatronics right there. They have the statues, that toxic waste guy right there. Oh, look at that hanging off the roof. Can you see it? The head's hanging off the roof on chains. I absolutely love it. Oh, look, Hellfire Club. He must, with the Freddy Krueger mask on, so that must have been Eddie from last year. There goes the big guy. Look at that. He did his own work this year, just learned how to do it, the air pressure work there. It is too cool. That's the bed that he's working on right now. I actually saw it in action. It's pretty cool. The bed lifts up and shakes, and she rises from the bed. That's not letting them just do it intermittently. It's doing it all at once and just keeps on going. So I'm sure he'll get it fixed out. He's a pretty clever guy. He knows what he's doing here. Got this. Oh, this is a cool looking grave dummy. A little bit different from the one that I had. Pretty much the same thing though. Probably plays spooky music. There's the button I can see. And then you have this creepy doll here. You know she's creepy. Look at that. Cool Annabelle looking thing, huh? They have like the swamp creature go back there. Oh, they bought a Tower of Skulls this year from Home Depot. Michael Myers, that is so cool. So if you saw the, what was it? Am I going to get it wrong? Was it the third? Yeah. Friday the 13th Part 3 where he goes through the clotheslines in the beginning of the film there. And they got the demon exorcist girl walking right there, or standing tall. He did this himself. He took a skeleton from Home Depot. He had to cut the jaw so the jaw would be able to move. Programmed everything himself. Got a guard timing. This is the guy that moves the fence. And he is glowing up strong here. Look at him. How cool is this? And just for a future reference, there is their sign where you can tag them on at 707 Hot Sauce 707. Very cool. This is going to be one of my favorites right here. I actually thought that was a crack in the screen from the distance. It's these rope lights right here. But isn't that cool that Carol Ann is sitting in front of the TV getting ready to go into the light, Carol Ann. Stay away from the light, Carol Ann. That is fantastic. Oh, look at this guy. He's puking. How cool. Yeah, he's got some juice coming out that gets pumped back up into him. That is very cool. And then you have these creepy clowns right here on the teeter-totter. I am impressed with this poltergeist on an old tube TV. You know how rare these things are nowadays? I have one at home myself that I'm using in my garage while I put some stuff together. And I was actually watching Poltergeist on it the other night. I think that's why I like it. But look at that old tube TV there. Not many of those still floating around. And their own pillars. Plenty of fog. The fog is just awesome, especially with that wolf-side moon. Look at that wolf-side moon up there, just highlighting the property here. Oh man, you can't thank these people enough for what they did. And the people are just coming up and down the streets. It's becoming a hot spot. It's got that wolf-side moon behind them. It's perfect. All right, Mad Troopers, it's 8:30 at night. I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits. Look at this. You can see the fog in the air behind me right there. Both houses. Both houses have the fog up in the air. Check that out. How cool is that? What an awesome view. Again, if you get a chance, come on down and see this. You got to come down and check this out. What a beautiful job that these two neighbors have done. How fantastically cool is that, right? They don't have to do stuff like that. Donations are welcome. They're not charging you. You can just come down, walk, and see it. You got neighbors down the street doing it. 4 houses total on this street, putting up a bunch of decorations. It's cool. This is the clown house over to my left right here. I'm going to get out in the street so you can see this fog juice. Look at that fog juice in the street right there. How cool is that, right? Look at that. Just fills up the air. You got the planet right above us there shining bright. You got the Wolf's Eye Moon out tonight. What a cool night to be out here doing this. Special shout out to these 2 houses. Check them out on their Instagram accounts, Facebook, whatever else they're on. Absolutely fantastic job they did. Thank you guys so much for letting me come onto your properties and tour your beautiful, beautiful yard displays here. But before I go, I just wanted you to check this out. Again, this is the clown house right here that we showed you Friday night. Beautiful, beautiful, deranged clowns in the yard right there. But before we go, I just wanted to show you this down the street look. The 2 houses down there, so you got 4 houses total, starting with the clown house right here. The 2 neighbors across the street that were so inviting to us, and then one more neighbor on this side of their houses. But you can just see the way the fog lingers in the air right there. I want to get out to the middle of the road here because I just want to show you this. Oh, there's a car coming now, but right before these cars were coming, there were people, kids. You can still see the kids out there kind of. They were throwing the football in the street, just having a nice, relaxing evening out enjoying all the Halloween decorations, and that's what you should be doing. So if you get a chance, come on down. Well, Mad Troopers, that will do it for this evening. Again, a special shout out to these 2 neighbors here. Check them out on Instagram. They deserve it. They've done just an absolutely phenomenal job out here. Check them out and support them as much as you can. If you're in the neighborhood, you got to decorate to keep up with these people. What I like is they were telling me most of the neighbors, they love it. Most of the neighbors love it. Nobody's complaining. We all can't do this, right? I wish I had the time to be able to do some of this. My decorations are minuscule compared to these 2 yards right here. And I love my decorations, but it's just a little bit of something. If you put lights out on your house, just to let them know, like I'm looking at a house right here. They just got a couple lights up in the yard, a couple houses down. That lets the kids know, hey, it's come on in, go trick-or-treating. I got to find out a way to get down here one of these Halloween nights to check out all the crowds they have going down this street. Like they said, they're going to have an ice cream truck. The ice cream man who normally comes in the neighborhood wants to park his car down the street and ask them if they would mind, and they said no, and of course, why not? It adds to the atmosphere. So again, come on down, check this out. I'm heading home. It's after 8:30 at night. Thanks for watching. You are so greatly appreciated. Have a great rest of your night and a better tomorrow. Please click that subscribe button, trip over that like button, and remember, never stop tripping.